Okay, here we go. Okay, welcome again. This is Jack Fujii, and welcome to the 7th session of Agriculture 194X, Focus on Agriculture. We hope that you don't change the channel this evening. We've got a very interesting presentation, but before I go on, if I could have the Elmo, please. If you have to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me several ways. One by regular mail at 200 West Kawili Street, Hilo, Hawaii, 96720-4091. Or you can get a hold of me by phone at 933-0850, or by fax at 974-7674, or by email at jfujii at hawaii.edu. Also, I'd like to say a few words about the College of Agriculture. If any of you out there know of anybody who is interested in an excellent hands-on agriculture program leading to a Bachelor of Science degree, we have an excellent program in the areas of animal science with a pre-veterinary medicine program, where we have sent many of our graduates to veterinary schools on the mainland. And we also have a production option in animal science. And for those who are interested in the business aspect of agriculture, we have an agribusiness program. We also have a agroecology and environmental quality program, a program in aquaculture, crop protection, general agriculture, and for all the plant people, tropical horticulture. So if you know anyone who's interested in education in agriculture, please give me a call. Since we are coming to you live at approximately 8 p.m., those of you in the viewing audience, and of course those of you here in the studio, can call in and ask questions. So jot your questions down, and at approximately 8 p.m., give us a call. This evening we are featuring the Fujii Bakery. This used to be the old bakery over there in Hakalau. I think it was owned by Mr. Fujii, and we have his son here this evening, Harold Fujii. So Harold is there, and joining Harold we have Aaron Sugino and also Vinel Sugino. I might add that Aaron is the incubator of this bakery project, and Vinel is the program supervisor. And joining Vinel we have Tisa Paiyomo, she's a baker, and Anthony Cardoza, he is also a baker. So what I'm going to do is they're going to do a lot for us this evening, so I'm going to turn the class over to Harold. So Harold, why don't you start the class off?
Okay, Tisa, I guess you're going to start first. Maybe you can kind of explain what you're going to do.
Well, I'm going to start making Ulu hash patties. First, we're going to need corned beef hash.
About how much corned beef hash?
About a can.
Okay.
But I'm going to use this half.
Okay.
And then we need, usually 1 can, you need 2 eggs. But we're going to use only 1.
So the recipe that's in the cookbook is going to be double this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you folks are using Ulu, because when Ulu season comes, you don't know what to do with all the Ulu. So now the folks out there at home will be able to utilize the Ulu for cooking. And of course, for those of you who just joined us, you're watching Agriculture 194X, Focus on Agriculture, and this evening we're featuring the Fujii Bakery.
And then next we're going to have, we're going to use half of a large Ulu.
Okay. And this ulu, you already steamed it or baked it or
It's
Boiled.
boiled?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how do you know when the ulu's done? You can poke a hashi in it or something, and if it goes in easy, then the ulu is cooked?
Yes.
Okay.
You use green ulu or ripe ulu?
All depends what we can get.
Okay.
If you get the ripe ulu, then it'll be sweeter. The green ulu is not as sweet.
Okay.
And it'll be a big difference in taste.
okay. Then we're gonna use put in 1 clove of garlic chopped.
Okay, 1 clove of garlic chopped. So who came up with this recipe, Tisa?
Vinel.
Vinel, oh, okay.
Box.
My motto is Hakalao has gone Lulu over Ulu. So we're trying to do everything with Ulu.
Okay.
Okay. Then you're gonna need 1 tablespoon cornstarch.
Okay. That garlic smells good.
One.
So Harold, your dad's name was Haruo? Haruo
Yeah.
Fujii, and how long did he have that bakery
Well,
anyway?
he started it in May of 1935.
Wow.
Yeah, and he passed away about 4 years ago. So he worked almost up to the day that he passed away.
He was baking.
Baking, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
It's a pretty well-known location, yeah.
Yeah, I remember going there and buying those small coconut pies and things like that.
Yeah.
What's next, Tisa?
Well, we already have some finished products that we had, and all you do is like you roll them into a bowl, then you smash it, and then you're just gonna fry it.
Okay.
We fry it with butter. That's because it has more taste than the oil.
So instead of oil, you use butter.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we use a little flour.
Is that to coat the?
Coat the hash so that it stick together.
So Harold, you decided not to go into the bakery business, and now, of course, most of the people out here probably know you. You are in charge of the automotive mechanics program at the Hawaii Community College, right?
Right.
Didn't care to be a bakery, huh?
Didn't have what it took. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
Okay. Well, you're doing real well over there at the Hawaii Community College auto mechanics program. And of course, next Thursday, Harold Fujii will be here with his students, right?
Right.
Okay.
Some interesting things.
Okay, we'll be waiting for that one.
We use a lot of butter when cooking this, so your hash don't stick
Okay.
to the pan.
But if you didn't want to use butter, you could also use vegetable oil, right?
Yes.
But of
We
course,
tried with Pam, but it doesn't work.
Pam doesn't work?
No.
Okay.
We do it again.
Yeah.
So how did you come about this recipe by now?
Because ulu is like potato, we substitute everything we can with the
Ulu.
ulu.
Oh.
This is really good utilization of ulu.
In Hakalau, there's a lot of ulu trees. And like Mr. Fujii's farm, it's just dropping on the ground. So we wanted to make use of our fruits and vegetables that's available to us.
In our low input sustainable agriculture farm plot on the university farm, we have several ulu trees, and we don't even know what to do with it because there's so many. So now I know who to contact.
Yes, please.
So you folks are very innovative, and you have a lot of different products that you make over there at the bakery, and of course you're going to be demonstrating some of these products on the class tonight, right?
Yes. We're, it's a community kitchen. We're leasing the bakery from the Fujii family, and we have a 17-month program that we help this low-income people to get some kind of education in the kitchen so that they can go on and get better jobs out in the community. And we also have an incubator program where people can come in and rent the kitchen for $11 an hour and do their own products. Because a certified kitchen is so expensive, most of us can't afford to build one. So we let them rent. And that's what Aaron was introduced as an incubator. That's what that meant, that he's a renter.
Okay. So how does the patties look there?
The patties look
right
good.
now? Maybe we can get a overhead shot of the patties. Oh yeah, there you go. Looks good.
Oh, yeah.
So these taste almost like corned beef patties, or?
Yes. If you use the ripe ulu, then you'll get a sweet taste. If you use the green ulu, then you'll get a taste similar to regular corned beef patties. Yeah. We've also used, well, my husband used to make this with taro. And the taro patties, I like the taro patties.
Well, we've
and it's
had
easier.
someone make taro patties before. I think that was Kuhio Grill that came and made some of those. But I think this is the first time that we're having ulu. Of course, for those of you who don't know what ulu is, it's breadfruit.
I like the patties to be crispy. So we let it cook.
So now, if there's anybody out there that would like to get some training, how do they get a hold of you?
It's your phone.
Sadly, our training program is just about over.
Oh, okay.
Actually, today it's over, the end of February.
I see.
But if they want to come in to use the kitchen, or
Who do they call?
they can call me, 963-6764.
963-6764. Okay. So you can bake all kinds of things there. You can not only bake, but can you cook various dishes also?
Yes, we have a 6-burner stove with an oven. We have 2 convection ovens. We have a deep fryer and a tilt skillet.
Okay.
And then we have a separate packing room. And in the packing room, we have 2 different types of sealers and 2 scales to weigh your products. Right now, we have Aaron using it. He makes ulu chips, sweet potato, purple and yellow chips, taro chips, and cassava chips. He also does manju, mochi, and a McCoy chip cookies. And then we have the Ohio Cottage. They come in on Wednesdays and they make chunky preserves. All their products are from the island. Even their eggs are from Waimea. They have, I think they must have about 30 different varieties. They have like strawberry, guava, and lilikoi, banana lilikoi.
So if someone wants to do a fundraiser and they need a certified kitchen,
Yes.
they could always come to you and use your certified kitchen to prepare some goodies for sales and things like that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you have a big luau, a baby's party coming up, and you're gonna do the cooking. We have all the, our kitchen it's a nice sized kitchen.
Okay.
We have a lot of stainless steel counters. We have 2 big sinks, commercial size refrigerator and freezer.
Okay, and so that's 963-6764 and ask for Vinel, right?
Yes. And the ulu patties looks like they're just about done.
Okay.
I'm gonna take off the ulu patties and Anthony can start the sauteed ulu. He can start explaining the ulu.
Okay. So the next dish is sauteed ulu, and Anthony's going to do that. Okay, Anthony, let's see you do your thing here.
I'm just gonna wipe down the skillet so we can use it for the sauteed ulus.
So Anthony, how long you been cooking?
About a year.
About a year, okay. And who came up with this sauteed ulu dish?
I guess my boss Vinel.
Okay.
I think everybody makes sauteed ulu at home, right?
I don't know.
No?
We don't make it very often, but if it looks easy, maybe we will.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
About how much butter are you using?
Not too much. Like
Looks like plenty to me.
It all depends on your preference. At the kitchen, we use a lot of butter.
yeah, probably like 1 tablespoon.
Yeah.
So how do you use raw ulu for this?
No, this one is boiled.
You have to boil it. So
You don't have to, but if you boil it, it's much easier.
okay, so how long do you normally boil it?
About maybe at least 45 minutes. No, half an
Yeah,
hour.
At least 45
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah, about that.
Depends on the size of the ulu. We use 2 small ulus, and we left on the skin just to give it a little color.
And then once you boil it, then you you chop it up, huh?
Yes.
And then what is that you putting on?
Garlic, salt.
Oh, okay.
If you boil it, you want it to cool off before you start cooking, because it will fall apart.
Oh,
So
I
if
see.
you cool it off, when it's cold, it'll cook better.
Now you can make poi out of ulu too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen it,
I taste
but I've never tasted.
I tasted it.
I think I've tasted it once before.
It's pretty good.
Okay, gotta put more.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah.
So how would you eat the sauteed ulu? Is that kind of like a breakfast dish or something for a main dish or
A side dish.
a side dish?
Yeah. Or as pupu.
And again, do you want to use green ones or do you want to use ripe ones?
Again, it's on preference. Some people like the sweet taste, so they like the ripe ulu.
But then if it's too ripe, then it gets kind of soft, yeah?
Well, what you can do is cook it, boil it, and put it in the fridge.
Oh, I see.
And when you put it in the fridge, then you'll firm it up again. And this we just fry it till it's a nice yellow color.
And how thick
Golden
do you,
brown.
how thick do you cut the pieces about?
About a 1/4 inch.
So Aaron, how long have you been using the kitchen?
Kitchen has been open since September. So since September we've been using it. But I've been making products, several years now.
And what is the best product that you prepare there?
The most popular, I think, right now that I prepare is that everybody goes for the Ulu chips.
The Ulu chips.
Yeah, that's very popular right now.
And where's your outlet for the Ulu chips?
Look really good.
Vinel used to own a gift basket company in Hilo, and the majority of the products used to go in her baskets.
Oh, I see.
But because she got the job with ACOC, we've moved the basket company out in Hakalau, and we've been doing a lot of business in Oahu right now.
So where's the bakery located, Harold?
It's located in Wailea, actually.
Oh, Wailea.
Yeah. It's very close to the Hakalau School ballpark.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody knows Koli Koli
Beach Park?
Beach Park. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
situated very close to that area.
Oh, I see.
So, Vinel, what you prefer, green ulu or ripe ulu?
Harold's being funny. He's just asking me because I don't eat ulu. I don't like ulu at all. I know it's weird, but I cook ulu.
Actually, it tastes pretty good. Now, you can also take the core out of the ulu and stuff it with brown sugar or something and put it in the oven, right?
Yes.
And bake it. That's supposed to be good.
And the Portuguese put, what is that? Portuguese sausage.
Oh,
And
inside.
Portuguese sausage, a garlic clove, and a chili pepper.
And then they put that in the core?
Yes, and,
then
they
bake it?
bake it.
That sounds good.
And then all the juices run into the,
But
Ulu.
Vinel still don't eat it.
but I still want,
But you still don't eat it, huh?
I'll eat maybe 1 or 2 pieces, but that's about it.
Okay.
Okay, while he's finishing up on the sauteed ulu, cook the rest. My favorite is the ulu stew.
But you eat the ulu in the stew, huh?
Not really.
Oh,
I
okay.
usually put taro and ulu in the stew, and I eat only the taro and the meat. My husband started making he called it the Hawaiian stew, and he used chicken with ulu and taro. Did you put sweet potato in your first stew?
No, too sweet.
And everybody liked it. Then when we got the kitchen and we had a lot of volunteers come in, we needed something to cook. And after spending a lot of time and a lot of money in Hilo, I decided I better start cooking because my pocket was going dry, yeah. So I started cooking with ulu. So we started making ulu stew. And we've done it for several festivals in Hakalau. And it's the easiest stew. All you need is 3 things. Well, 4. You need a crock pot. And if you want to use chicken or beef, I like beef. So, and there's really no measurement. You know, when you make stew, you really cannot measure. Yeah, it just depends how many people you're going to feed and how much you want to eat. So in the crock pot, I used to cook it from early in the morning. As soon as I get up, I put it in, and then go and help. And lunchtime, I would come in to get the stew, and everything would be all
Ready.
ready. I mean, it was over ready. It was the most goofy looking stew there is. It's not appealing in sight, but
it
in
tastes-
taste is
That's just
awesome.
like Harold's Lao stew. You know, you look at that Lao stew and you say, wow, is this good to eat or what? But once you sink your teeth into it, it's, oh, broke them out, yeah?
Yeah.
At our grand opening, we made Ulu Stew, and in the beginning, nobody was taking it because it just looks gross, yeah? But I begged everybody to try, and I went around and I gave everybody. By the end of the night, there was no Ulu Stew. Everybody enjoyed it. And all I do is cut your meat into nice sized chunks, and this all depends on yourself too. If you have little children, you might want to cut it smaller. And then, because I forgot to bring more ulu, I had to steal some from the pot that's going already. So you cut it into chunks,
Okay.
and Hawaiian salt, and
So
that's all
do
you use.
you use the raw ulu or do you have to boil it first?
It's actually better if you use the raw ulu. That way you can put it in longer, and you can actually put it in like 1 hour after you put in your meat. If you use pre-cooked ulu, because we do a lot of, we boil out as much ulu as we can. When anybody comes around and we'll boil it and freeze it. And then as we need it, we'll take it out. So this in here was pre-boiled, but if you use it raw, all the flavors will really soak into the ulu. But then that also means that it's going to be even more ugly.
I got a good question for you, Vinel. You know, when you pick ulu, you get that white latex sap coming out, and that stuff gets on your fingers, and it stays there. So how do you get that stuff off?
You ask your father-in-law to pick it, and you ask Tisa or Anthony to cook it,
Uh-huh.
so it don't get on
Well,
your hands.
You know, I have an answer, but I was wondering if you're going to give me the answer. But
No,
some people say you just have to put, I think, vegetable oil
Yeah.
on your hands, and that'll take it off. Have you tried that? Or that's right, you don't work with
it
ulu,
doesn't
right?
get on my hand.
Harold is
Right.
nodding his head. So it
I have
must
tried
work.
that and it works.
Okay.
When you slice it, you can rub it on your knife, the cooking
So,
vegetable oil.
Vinel, if you get the green ulu, you got to cut it, and then you have to peel the skin off, right?
Yes, to me it's easier if you're gonna pre-cook it, then pre-cook it with the skin. That way it's easier to peel off the skin when it's cooked. If not, then you have to go with a potato peeler.
So when you always cook ulu, you always cook it with the skin on.
I do.
Okay.
We have, we had 2 Samoans working with us in our program. And they went out and they got their ulu. And they came back, and what they used was oh my goodness, a soda can. They cut it in half, and they used that to scrape off the, like the lumpy parts of it. So it still had a little bit green on it, but they said that that's how they eat it. And actually it's nicer because it has more color and more character to it.
And all the vitamins supposed to be in the skin too, right?
I don't know, the skin is kind of gross looking. I don't know about the vitamins.
I can tell,
Okay.
Vinel, you really like ulu.
Oh, that
So
looks good.
anyway, you put in your meat, and all I use is Hawaiian salt. Once somebody made and they put in garlic, salt, and shoyu, and everything else that you would normally put. But to me, it doesn't come out the same. If you just use your ulu, your meat, and your Hawaiian salt, that's it. And even your Hawaiian salt, it's 2 tastes.
Okay, can you go over those 4 or 5 ingredients one more time?
Okay, your crock pot,
Okay.
your meat, either beef or chicken, your ulu, and I prefer adding also taro and Hawaiian salt,
And that's it.
and that's it.
And water.
It depends on your meat. If you're going to use beef, then you're going to have to add a little water. If you're going to use chicken, the chicken already has water in it, so you wouldn't need to add more water.
Okay.
And it all depends on your chicken. If you're going to use chicken breast, then you're going to need water. If you're going to use thighs.
For a crock pot that you have over there, about how much beef or chicken are you going to use?
Maybe 5 to 6 pieces.
Okay.
You're supposed to have more of the ulu or the taro.
Okay. Better for your health,
Yeah.
Less cholesterol.
When we do different festivals, they actually want more of the vegetable. And you can also do it vegetarian style without any meat and just put in the Hawaiian salt, the taro, and the ulu. And I think, I'm not positive, but I think they were saying there's a, I'm not sure if it's chicken or beef broth that doesn't have, a vegetarian one. So if you use that, then you have your vegetarian stew.
Okay.
Okay? And next
Who's
is,
next? Is Aaron.
no, you're good. Aaron's gonna do the manju.
Okay. So Aaron, you say you used to be a farmer before, huh?
Part-time farmer.
And now you a baker or a cook.
Oh, I'm still not really a baker or cook. I work for the state of Hawaii.
I need the other pan with flour inside.
So this is, what kind of manju is this?
Well, it started off first as being sweet potato, purple and yellow sweet potato manju, and then we started using ulu,
Okay.
just for something different. Yeah.
What about taro?
Believe it or not, recently we just tried doing taro, but I mean, like anything else, some people like it, some people don't.
Okay. So you're going to show us how to make the crust for the manju?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, actually we start with just about 1 3/4 cup shortening. Can be Crisco or you know, something that you get from like Hilo rice mill. Yeah, we get it commercially, so you buy it like it comes in 50-pound blocks.
Is this what makes the manju covering real flaky?
I think so. That's what happens. Okay, we start with 1 3/4 cup shortening, and because we buy butter by, you know, the big blocks, it's supposedly supposed to be like just 1 stick of butter.
Okay.
1/4 pound.
1/4 pound of butter.
Yeah.
And then 5 cups of flour.
Okay. You have to sift it.
Not really.
Okay.
Actually, I'm doing this wrong. Because I'm supposed to, this is real Big Island style with hand, but just
Okay.
mash this, blend the shortening and butter together, yeah?
Okay. So you're supposed to first mix the butter and shortening together first,
That's what I do, yeah.
and then you add the flour.
Yeah, somehow they say you're not supposed to really mash the flour into the shortening and the butter. I guess that's what keeps it more flaky, I guess. But mash that together, then
Oh, give him a hand, Al.
yeah,
Carol.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. This is what I used to do for my dad, just do this. I got experience on that part.
Okay, so like the flour, I don't really mash it. With my hands, the fingers open, I just moosh it around, like.
Okay.
And as you can tell, I'm not very experienced teaching. Yeah, I'm just.
Do you feel that it's better to use your hand, or what about one of those mixers? You know, what do you call that? KitchenAid mixer.
I think everybody should have one.
KitchenAid mixer.
Yes.
If you can afford one, no.
No, but the taste is not the same, eh?
Yeah, that's
Aaron.
right. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the feeling I get.
It's the same taste.
How you know you don't eat it? But anyway, once it's kind of like the texture of like, I guess, can you like peas? I guess like it's kind of like not really binding, but
Kind of lumpy
mixed.
still, yeah?
Yeah, it's still lumpy. I take 3/4 cup of milk.
Okay. Well, you got experience at this, Harold, so
Yeah, I got experience.
you can help Aaron out here.
I can remember doing this for my dad also.
So you just kind of like dumped it right in the center.
Center. Okay, Dad.
So you make a well and then you put it in the middle.
Yeah, and just
Okay.
mix it up again. I don't know if you guys can see, but
So how long you been making this manju? For about a year, you say?
the manju maybe about 4 months.
Who taught you how to make it?
Everything was trial and error. But one of my friends gave me this manju recipe, yeah. So we just
So this is the basic recipe for the outside, and you can put just about anything you want inside, right?
yeah, actually you can put whatever, well, what it's called on, yeah, and whatever on you want to try, you can just use it.
Okay. And about how many manjus will this make?
It just depends how big your hand is. I mean, you
Okay.
can make it large, you can make
You
it
like them
small.
big, you make
You
them
make 'em
big. You
big.
like them small?
You can make it small. It just depends how you want to do it.
So do you sell this one on the market too?
Actually, because I do it part-time, usually we just take orders. And when we do have orders, we make it.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
if somebody out there wants to order some of Aaron's manju, do we call the 963-6764 number?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So if you want Aaron's manju, that's 963-6764. How much advance notice do we have to give you?
Probably just like 1 day advance
Okay.
would be fine.
So how do you know when the mixture is just right?
Actually, it's not supposed to be really sticky, so that's why I added a little bit more flour. But you can kind of tell like it's not sticking at your on your hands anymore.
Okay.
But just about this this type of texture, yeah. And then, like I say, it just depends how much how big you want to make your manju. But what I do is I just roll it and I just
Make a little ball and then flatten it out.
flatten it out. And I try to make it as thin as possible, because if you make it too thick, then you get more dough than the filling, yeah. And that's one of the major complaints is not enough filling.
Where's the on?
Where's the like anything, yeah. So we don't really get skimpy on it.
So it's better to flatten it out with your hand than a rolling pin?
Well, Vinel thinks different, but I think because you can feel the thickness, yeah, in your hand.
Oh, I
And
see.
even the dough, yeah, you can feel the texture to work in, yeah.
So about how thick you want the the crust there?
crust. It's as thin as possible, because once you bake it, somehow it gets larger. The manju gets larger than what you make it.
And this is breadfruit on.
Yeah.
How do you make the on?
Old family secret. No. No. Actually, the breadfruit, if the riper the better, because
Okay.
the taste, yeah. When it's green, there's not really that breadfruit taste. But you know, if you can find them underground, better yet. You know, as long as it's not cracked and the slugs not getting them and stuff.
You know what variety you have to use? You have to use the Ma'afala variety. That's a real sweet one.
Oh yeah. Well, like I say, we have like 5 trees on our 5-acre farm, and that's what we use. Yeah, whatever fruit falls down. So, you know, after that, all you gotta do is just pinch it closed, and then just put it on like a cookie sheet and bake it.
So did you give me the recipe for your breadfruit on?
Oh, okay.
No.
But it's very simple.
Okay.
What I do is like I said, I find the ripest ulu, and what I do is I boil it.
Okay.
You know, and then when it's done boiling, I'll peel off the outer skin, and then just mash the ulu.
And no sugar?
No, well, mash the ulu and I go
okay.
1 for 1. But that's, you know, up to you too, yeah. You want it sweeter, you add more sugar. You want it
But on the average, 1 to 1.
1 to 1 I do. One cup of ulu with 1 cup of sugar. And then the funny thing is, you know how ulu is dry, yeah? But look, after you mix them with the sugar, that's what it comes out. So, you know, you still got pieces of ulu inside, and I don't know, somehow it gets moist. I don't know what the reason is, but...
Yeah, you should try that ma'afala because that is really sweet when it's ripe. Probably use less sugar.
Okay. But like we do yellow and purple sweet potato also. And like I said, we just try taro. And some people like it.
Okay.
Come on, get a little of us.
And then what are the baking requirements?
Okay, bake in a preheated oven, 425 degrees for 20 minutes.
425 at 20 minutes preheat.
Yes.
Okay, and then?
And just wait until it gets brown. Actually,
So you bake it at 425.
yeah.
Okay.
And actually what we also do, and I don't have a brush or anything, but we take a pastry brush and we paint it over with evaporated milk.
Oh, with milk, and that gives it that nice brown color on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. It's simple and it's ono.
So about how long will it take to get brown at 425?
It usually takes about 20 minutes.
Okay.
But-
So preheat for 20 minutes and then cook for another, or
20
bake
or so.
for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But just make sure you keep an eye on it because as soon as the top comes brown, it's popped.
done. Yeah.
Done.
See, because I know too that all ovens are different also, yeah. So like I noticed when I use the bakery oven, it takes longer. And then when I use my home oven, it's faster. So you need to keep an eye on it. Maybe like after, 15 minutes or so, just check it. And if it looks done, then
So the key is if it turns brown on top.
the nice golden brown.
Oh, okay, not the dark brown. Okay, golden brown, then you know it's
It's
done.
done.
Okay. And that's it.
That's it. Real simple.
That was easy to make.
How much coffee is this?
And like I said, even the onion, you can use, I've done sweet potato, yellow, purple. Same thing, boil the potato, peel the skin, mash, and just add the one-on-one, the sugar and the potato.
And then if you're really lazy, you can go to the supermarket and buy the can of right?
Yeah, I guess so, but we wanted to go unusual. So we're trying all different things. Yeah, I mean, anybody can go to the market, buy 1 can of black bean on and, do it. But we want to be different. We try ulu, we try sweet potato.
But the main thing is you can use this crust for any
Manju.
manju. Okay. So what's next on the agenda? A lavash.
Ulu lavash.
Ulu lavash. Okay, and Tisa and Anthony are going to make this.
Yeah. Actually, we have 5 different kind of flavor of lavash. We have traditional, we have ginger jelly, we have coconut butter, we have ulu, and we have sweet potato. The one I'm gonna make is ulu lavash.
So you can make all the different lavages using this same recipe,
Yes.
and then you just put equal amounts of all the other things if you want to make
Well,
the other
like
kind.
for the sweet potato, we use a lot because people like to see the purple in it. Mostly all the sweet potato.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add. This is right here. We have. This is 5.5 cup flour.
Okay. Boy, I bet this reminds you of the old days, eh, Harold?
Yeah, I just standing by. She said that she needs help, so I guess I can just give her a hand.
Okay.
This time to my mom here.
Okay. Then I'm gonna add. What is this? Oh, this is 1 teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay. 1 teaspoon baking soda. So when do you eat lavash, or is it a snack or what?
Yes. It's an Armenian flatbread.
Oh, I see. So it's not a dessert.
No, we do have a dessert one. I call our coconut butter a dessert because it's sweet, yeah?
Okay.
It's like, you know, they have those flavored butters, and they're sweet, yeah? So we brush them on, so it's really good. We
What's
just
next?
started making that in January.
Okay. What's next, Tisa?
Okay. Then I have 1 cup of sugar.
1 cup of sugar. And is this the stuff that Aaron sells? Or Vinel, do you sell this lavash?
Yes, we, ACOC, we have them at the gift shop across of Rainbow Falls,
Oh,
and
okay.
also at Goodies Galore.
Okay.
They carry our lavash and Aaron's chips.
And what's next, Tisa?
I have 1 teaspoon of salt.
Okay, 1 teaspoon of salt. And then?
Then I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients first.
Okay.
Make sure you get all the lumps out.
Okay. And again, you can either mix it by hand or by KitchenAid mixer. Not that I endorse KitchenAid, but KitchenAid seems like the thing everybody uses, huh?
Okay. Once that is all mixed,
Okay.
you have a half block of butter.
You mean that's about 2 blocks of butter, yeah?
I mean, one.
Half
this
a
is half a
pound.
bulk. Sorry.
It is a half a block, but because in the kitchen we use all by pounds, yeah? We don't use the smaller blocks. So
That looks like about two
Two blocks,
Of those,
yeah.
of those little blocks-ish.
So it's
Okay.
half pound.
So
Half
it's
pound.
better to use butter than margarine, right?
yes,
And you just mix it up.
Okay. Is it kind of like making the manju?
Yeah.
Manju is way easier. Try doing the lavash.
Manju is easier to make, huh?
Yeah, lavash
Okay.
is hard.
Aaron is teasing our lavash because
But actually, the thing is, if you have patience to make the lavash, then you can do it. But
Okay.
some people don't have patience, so, you know.
How much time does it take?
it takes a while.
I think it's better to use a KitchenAid.
That's why we don't have, there you go.
KitchenAid,
You
right?
heard
Yes.
that, Aaron? Your
KitchenAid.
wife wants a KitchenAid.
Well, you know what to get for Christmas. Go to Costco.
Costco. You're not endorsing Costco.
No. I saw him over there at Costco, that's why.
Okay, once you get the butter and with the flour mixed together, Milk.
Milk.
Yeah.
No.
No.
So,
Oh.
What
This
you
one.
going to add now?
Cultured.
I'm
this
gonna add buttermilk, low
Okay.
fat.
Low
tell me how
fat
much.
buttermilk.
Tell me when.
Okay, cool.
About how much?
2 cups.
2 cups, okay.
This is about 2 cups. Okay, wait.
And then you just kind of mix that all up.
Mix it all up.
Okay. Well, so far,
Just
it
get
looks like
pretty
you don't
messy.
need too much patience there.
the
You didn't get
patience
to
is
the
in the
rolling.
rolling.
Oh, I see. Okay. You don't use, you remember those old-fashioned clothes washers?
Oh, the dryer.
Most of the kids in here probably don't know about those old-fashioned clothes washers. You know, they have that wringer that you used to put it through, you know, to squeeze all the water out. That would be something good for this, I think.
I
Yeah,
think so.
probably. Anything but the rolling pin.
I bet most of the students in here have never seen one of those washers, right? Oh, you mean to say you used to use a scrubbing board? Oh, okay.
Must be in a museum already.
I remember the days I used to go to the river and wash them on the rocks. Okay. How we doing, Tisa?
Yeah.
She needs a little bit more flour.
Okay. How do you know when the dough is just right? When it doesn't stick to your hand like the other one?
Well, actually, this one is already sticking.
It's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be that sticky.
That's how it is.
Hey.
It's more sticky than the pie.
They're all laughing at me because I don't know how to cook now.
She's not in the kitchen. She's always in her office.
Lie.
The only time we need her, that's when we need help in the kitchen, she comes in the kitchen.
So it's only
Okay.
Tisa and Anthony in the kitchen, huh?
Right
Okay.
now.
Right now.
We had at one time 10 workers.
13.
No, there was a total of 13, but we had at one time 10 working in the kitchen at one time. That was wonderful. Everybody could take their chance at rolling out the dough, but now we're down to 3.
So even you have to go in there and do it sometime by now.
I do it often.
Oh.
Okay, you guys heard this. I'm not helping again.
Okay, after you finish the dough, then we put ulu. And it's about, well,
About a
Please.
cup and a half.
Cup and a half of ulu.
actually I put more than a cup and a half. Because I like the people to see the ulu in it.
Okay.
Then you
And
just
again, you boil the ulu,
boil them.
and then you take the skin off, take the core out, and then mash it
Well, we kind of like grate it.
or grate it.
Yeah.
When people give us ulu, like I said, we freeze it. So when we do need, we have. Because if not, we would have no ulu right now. And
Okay.
ulu is actually one of the most popular lavash we have is a sweet potato. And ulu is right there, right behind.
And then again, now if you want sweet ulu lavash, you get the ripe ones.
The ripe one.
So,
I'm gonna have to add a little bit more.
so if it's sticky
flour.
like that, how do you roll it?
Well,
Yeah.
wash your hands after.
No, but you have to, it has to be a little bit more flour. That's why we're adding flour here, honey.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be that sticky.
Otherwise, you got to put a lot of flour on the
On the bottom.
board,
And-
huh?
Yep.
So Vinel, is this part the part about patience?
No, Aaron had to help us one Saturday because we had an order and no one was around and everybody was busy doing other things. So Aaron tried it. He made only one batch. And he was moaning and groaning through that whole batch. In fact, I don't think you finished that batch. Did you finish it?
I have to go Hilo.
Yeah, he didn't finish it. You see, he found
Why don't
something
you
to
finish
do.
it after that?
No.
Maybe he should use one of those rollers. And
No, if he had a
faster.
KitchenAid,
Oh, got the message. Eh?
then he would have
Aaron.
finished that batch.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, Anthony, you want to roll them?
So is there a special way or a special way the lavash has to look when you roll it? Or does it can't be round, or does it have to be long? Or
Normally, most lavash you see is long, but where?
oh, out in the front here?
Yeah,
Okay.
they can see. Should I grab one? I'll grab
Yeah,
one.
why don't you get one?
Ours looks like this.
Oh,
And if anybody can tell me what we use to cut this, I'll give you a nice gift basket. Can anybody guess? What would we use to cut it like this?
tuna can?
We tried it, but no, too small. I didn't bring it, but we used the top of Nestle Quick. You know that yellow containers? That's the only thing we could find that was what we were looking for. But we're gonna use this to show you guys. I'm gonna cheat.
But some lavashes, you can just make it big sheets of it and
Yeah.
just break it up and put it in, right?
Yes, that's what a lot of the different companies do, but then it's not pretty. I'm really high into prettiness. And that's pretty.
That's pretty unique.
And gotta have a lot of patience.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use just a small amount.
And how thin do you roll it?
That's tricky. You need it to be, I would say, about a 1/16 of an inch. If it's too thin, then you really don't have any taste. If it's too thick, then either it's going to be so hard that you cannot chew it, and you're going to crack your teeth, or it's going to not cook well, and it's going to be like rubber. That's
So the hard one is harder than stone cookies, Big Island stone cookies? If it's real hard?
I think so. Well, you taste,
Probably
you eat the
harder, huh?
cookies.
Harder.
It seems like the stone cookies out in Mountain View is getting not so hard these days. Yeah?
Yeah.
Not as hard as before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think, Vinel, if you make it really hard and you leave it big like that, you can use them as a frisbee. Call them lavash frisbees.
Oh, we got a card here, no?
Oh boy.
You guys must have fun in that bakery.
You know, I'm terrible because if there's a complaint, they come to me, yeah? So while they're doing their lavash and they're rolling out, they have it all on their pans. Then I go by and I select the ones that I don't like because it's too thick or it's ugly or it's too thin.
So
But
you
that's
really,
about that thick. I think that's about a 1/16 of an inch.
Okay, how thick it is.
uh-huh.
And basically that's it. See how simple.
And
And then we bake it.
how long do you bake it?
Because our oven is not working properly, it takes us about an hour. I'm assuming that once an oven, you know, if you have to put it in a convection oven or even a gas oven, I would say maybe about 45 minutes we're thinking.
At what temperature?
225.
225,
250, sorry.
250, at 45 minutes.
At 45 minutes.
Okay.
Or until it starts to get
Golden brown.
golden brown. If it's really white, then it's not cooked and it won't last. And when you're doing it, if you have too much flour on it, the flour will stay on. So you want to kind of brush the flour off before you cook it. Because if not, it's going to come.
And when you bite into it, it has to be crunchy.
Yes, it should be real crunchy. Maybe
Okay.
about 10 minutes after you cook it, it should cool off and you can test it at that time.
So, Vinel, is that the crock pot there with the stew in it?
Yes.
Maybe you can bring it
Your
over.
beautiful Ulu Stew.
Bring it to the center there, and maybe the overhead camera can, we can take
Yeah, I
a look
warned
at
you guys,
how
it's
good it
ugly.
looks.
Hey, Vinel, it looks nice.
It's ugly.
Just eat it with your eyes closed.
Okay,
I warned you.
and we'll get the overhead camera to look inside the crock pot and see what the stew looks like. And we'll have that for you in a minute. There it is. Okay. Hey, it looks pretty good to me. Yeah, everybody's
No
nodding their
color.
head. Well, you know, what if you put some tomatoes in there? Oh, okay. It's all right.
It's not Hawaiian.
So, okay, so we're all finished and we can go to question and answers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we've come to that portion of the class where those of you in the studio here and those of you out in TV land can call in and ask questions. The numbers are 974-7726 and 961-9046. So for those of you who just tuned in, everyone should be tuned in now because the Olympics over. And this evening, you're watching Agriculture 194X, focus on agriculture. And we are coming to you live this evening from the television studios located in the Mookini Library here on the University of Hawaii at Hilo campus. And this evening, we're featuring the Fujii Bakery. And my guests this evening are Harold Fujii, Aaron Sugino, Vinel Sugino, Tisa Paiyomo, and Anthony Cardoza. So if you have any questions regarding baking, please give us a call. And do we have any phone calls? No phone calls yet? Any questions from the classroom? Question in the classroom. Okay, go ahead in the back.
Okay. My voice is pretty bad, but you know
Okay,
the
go ahead.
dobash? No, labash. You can add any filling if you want to. Is that okay, or it's just what you need to add? You can add any filling, what you know.
We tried adding honey, and the honey it doesn't get hard.
Mm-hmm.
We tried using coconut. I've seen cinnamon, sesame seed, and lilikoi. I think if you're going to use something like lilikoi, the juice, then you might have to cook it a little longer because it's really watery. Yeah.
Okay. And thank you. And for Mr. Fujii, Harold, I used to live in Wailea, and good memories of your parents and the bakery.
Thank you.
How's your mother doing?
My mother's doing okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, we have a caller, so will the caller let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah,
where you
I'm
from?
from Hawaii.
Okay,
And you know that crock stew you got there?
yes,
Looks pretty dry.
okay,
What about the liquid stuff inside?
okay, is that the way it's supposed to be?
There
By
is
now.
liquid, but it's on the bottom.
Oh, no wonder.
Get some up.
Look kind of dry from
She's
top.
going to get a spoon there and mix it for you to show you that it's not all that dry.
I don't know if they can
Can
see.
we get an
but
overhead shot on that?
Yeah, let's see how it looks.
We'll get there in a minute. Hold on.
Doesn't look good, but it tastes good.
Okay, there we go.
Got
There
the
we
juices on the bottom.
Go. Terrific. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Get the
thank you for
gravy.
calling
Bye-bye.
from Hawaii. And do we have another caller?
Hi, I'm calling from Kauai,
Okay.
and you know on the Ulu patties,
Mm-hmm.
was that corned beef or corned beef hash that you used?
What did you mix in the patties?
corned beef.
Corned beef.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling from Kauai. And do we have another caller? No. We have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
I'm calling from Honolulu.
Okay, Honolulu.
Yes, I would like to congratulate Vinel and Cardoza and all of them. They do a real good job. My son learned a lot from them.
Okay, and you have a
This is
question?
her cousin, Judy. Vinel's cousin, Judy. My son's name is Shane Santos. He enjoyed every minute of it working with them. I'd like to congratulate them on their good job.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, mahalo.
Thank you for calling from Honolulu. Geez, I thought that was Pat from Honolulu, but it wasn't Pat. We got someone new from Honolulu watching us this evening. I hear the phone ringing, but I guess we're not ready for the caller. Do we have another question from the classroom? Okay, the caller is ready, so could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
Okay, I'm calling from Hilo.
Okay, and
I
your
have a question for Harold Fujii.
Okay.
How come you didn't want to cook anything?
Harold, how come?
Because I don't have the skill of baking like how I supposed to have.
Oh, okay, Dad.
Okay, okay, Harley. I knew it was you.
Okay, no callers. So we have a question from the classroom here. Just press the button and go ahead with the question.
Yeah, how long do you cook the Ulu Stew?
If you're gonna cook it with, if you want it to fall apart, maybe 4 hours. If you want it to look like this, maybe about 3 hours.
Okay, so, but you always use a crock pot. You don't leave it on the stove.
No.
Okay, so this is a good crock pot recipe for Ulu Stew. Okay, we have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
Hi, I'm calling from Hilo.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if that's a teaspoon baking soda or a tablespoon.
What was the question again?
Is that a teaspoon or a tablespoon?
Okay, teaspoon or tablespoon of baking soda. For which recipe?
That's the lavash.
The lavash.
Teaspoon. Teaspoon.
1 teaspoon.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling. And we have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
Yes, I'm calling from Hilo.
Okay. Question?
You got plenty Ulu up at your farm?
You. Me?
Yes.
We had, you know, I've had this bad cold for about 3 weeks, so I haven't been to the farm. But the last time I saw, we had quite a bit. But
Can we come up and pick?
well, we'll take that under advisement.
I got a question about that Manju.
Yes.
How much milk did he put into the dough mixture?
Okay, Aaron, how much milk did you put into the Manju crust?
It's about 3/4 cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of evaporated milk.
Okay, 2 tablespoons of evaporated milk.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that because it's all mixed in the
Oh, add 2 tablespoons of evaporated milk, and how much milk was that again?
3/4 cup.
Whole milk, regular milk.
Regular milk.
Regular milk,
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling from Hilo. And do we have another caller? We have another caller.
Fujii.
Hi.
This is Pat.
Oh, I'm glad you called, Pat, from Honolulu. Yes,
Would you
go
ask
ahead.
Aaron, did he put any sugar in that manju dough?
Aaron, did you put any sugar in the dough?
No.
No sugar?
No sugar.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for calling, Pat. And we have another caller, or? We have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
I'm calling from Pepe Kale.
Okay, Pepe Kale.
Could I have the corned beef recipe?
Okay, let's see if I have that here. That's the Ulu hash patties, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me see if I can zoom down on that. How's that? Can you read that?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for calling from Pepikale. And we have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
Hello.
Hi, where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from Oahu.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, is the recipes online? Do they have a website?
Do they have a restaurant?
Website.
A website?
Not with the recipes.
No website.
But we have a website. It's www.rainbowfallsconnection.com.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for calling from Oahu. And do we have another caller? We have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
Hi, yes, I'm calling you from Hilo.
Okay, and your question?
Is there any way I can get all of the recipes in a book, or?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. You know. Okay, you know what I'm going to do if I could have the Elmo here. Actually, let's see. There's several ways you can get a hold of me, and all of these recipes will be in our Agriculture 194X cookbook, which will be available at the end of the semester, which will probably be late in May of this year. So we have several, I think we have about another 8 more sessions to go, 8 or 9 more sessions to go this semester. So in May, they will be ready. And I have a sample of last semester's cookbook, and last semester's cookbook is right here. See, it's really nice and thick, and it's got all these real good recipes in here, a lot of local recipes. So actually I have this one, and this was the 194W, and this one is...
How much are they selling for?
Well, we're not supposed to say, but since you asked, $15, okay? But that's for these thicker ones. But our earlier editions, I think, were a little bit thinner, so I think those are 13. But this was the fall 1999 cookbook, and this is the AG194S. Okay.
So all of those are available?
I beg your pardon? They're all available.
They're all available.
Yeah, and then look at this nice thick one. This one here is the AG194T cookbook, okay? And that was spring 2000. So we have about 9 of these if you're a cookbook collector. And you can get a hold of me. If I could have the Elmo again, there's several ways to get a hold of me. You can write to me, you can phone me, you can fax me, or you can email me. So does that answer the question?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
We have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
Hey, aloha, Brother Jack.
Hi, how's it?
This Bobby calling from Kilo, Kauai. I missed last week one, but this one, hey, good thing I can catch them this week. You know why?
Why?
I get plenty of fellow friend over here. They like know if they can come up pick up some ulu. And then on question for Aaron, hey, how come you turn me off?
Sorry. Someone flipped the wrong switch
Aaron,
there.
You guys send Manju to Outer Island?
Send Manju to Outer
Can they
Island.
order?
Yep. Aaron, do you send the Manju to Outer Islands?
Yes, we do. But like I said, we need, orders ahead of time.
Okay.
So that we
Okay,
can...
now, how much ahead of time? Is we...
At least 1 or 2
I'll
days.
try that Ulu, Manju.
1 or 2 days is fine.
1 or 2 days?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, getting back to you, Jack.
Okay.
What, my cousin can come pick Ulu?
Let me think about that, okay? Give me a call at, if I could have the Elmo, give me a call at 933-0850.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks for calling. And we have another caller, so will the next caller let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
Donald from Hawaiian Beaches.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody asking if they can come pick Ulu. I can come pick Ulu too.
Oh boy, I'm going to have to close the farm gates.
Anyway, Takaina, my question is,
Okay.
when you make that lavash,
Yes.
The flour and everything like that. The flour, no need seafoam.
No.
Vinel? Or
No.
No need.
No.
Okay. Okay, and just I'm not criticizing, you know, making fun, but you know, my sister she will make something for a family gathering, yeah. And I noticed Tisa, I think her name, she will leave her ring, yeah, on top. But when my sister would make them, she left her ring, and the ring went slip out inside. And then one of my family members just said, "Oi, what is this in my mouth?" You know. So just you know.
She's a lucky one.
Yeah, but kind of shame when she comes to you with the ring in her mouth. But that's it, you know. But right on, you guys do a good job, and let me know if I can come pick Ulu.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks
I'll
for
bring
calling.
over some more friends.
Okay.
Okay. Shoot. Bye.
All right. Geez, we don't have any phone calls, and it's only 8:17, so we've got some time left. So if you have any questions for our guests this evening, Harold Fujii, Aaron Sugino, Vinel Sugino, and Tisa Paiyomo, and Anthony Cardoza, all from the Fujii Bakery. If you have any questions about baking, please give us a call. The numbers are 974-7726 and 961-9046. And we have a couple callers, so will the first caller let us know where you're calling from, and go ahead with the question, please.
Hi, I'm calling from Paiyomo, Hawaii.
Okay.
And I just wanted to know, I just tuned in, and I wanted to congratulate everybody because they're doing such a great job, and that stew looks so good. I wanted to know where you guys were located.
Do you know where Hakalau is?
Yeah.
You know where the ballpark is?
Yes.
Okay, if you keep going down towards Hilo.
Yeah.
Past the ballpark, there's a pasture right now, and we're the next set of buildings.
Okay, thank you very much.
Side.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. And we have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from, and go ahead with the question, please.
Calling from Hilo.
Okay.
My name is Kimo. And I was watching a program, and the Ulu Stew looked real good.
Yeah.
Just Ulu and just the meat inside the stew.
Just a few ingredients, yeah, by now.
Yes.
Go over the ingredients again.
Just the beef, the ulu, and Hawaiian salt.
All right. Hey, now, everybody asking about the Ulu. Maybe we can buy the Ulu, no?
Hey, that sounds better.
Get it on farm. Maybe we can buy a couple Ulu and maybe we can throw some in for free, eh?
Kimo.
Okay.
Kimo.
One question for Harold Fujii.
Yes, Kimo.
Okay.
I heard about that, the Ulu Stew. What, you gonna share a recipe?
The secret family recipe. I cannot share them with the Kaheles.
It's ancient Chinese secret, eh? That one.
Oh, no. It's ancient Russian secret. That.
But yeah, good job to everybody else there. Good job. We enjoy the show. And thank you very much.
Okay, for the caller from Hilo, you know, I have the old cookbook here. This is the one that Harold's got his luau stew in. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, look at this. I'm going to show it to you, okay, on the Elmo, just for our caller here. You see that? There is the luau stew. That's straight from our cookbook. So that's another simple recipe. I think there's only 4 ingredients.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look good, but it tastes good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so there you go for the caller from Hilo. We have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from, and go ahead with the question, please? Oh, my goodness. Hey, call us back. You got cut off there, so give us a call again. The numbers are 974-7726 and 961-9046. In the meantime, do we have any questions from the classroom? We have another question from the back. Go ahead, Marilyn.
This question is for Anthony Cardoza.
Oh, no.
How long have you been in this program?
About...
I think someone's got to share a mic.
Oh. Almost 1 year.
Are you enjoying yourself? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Have you learned a lot?
Yeah.
Thank you, cuz.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for calling. We have another caller. Could you?
Making everybody laugh.
Hi,
Hi, where are you calling from?
I'm coming from Hilo, but I live in Glenwood. My name is Kekahi Madriaga, and I'm
Okay.
asking for the recipe for the manju.
Manju. Okay, since you called all the way from over there, I'm going to put it right here. Can you see that? Okay. Okay, do we have another caller? We have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please? Hello, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi, where are you calling from?
From Kauai.
Okay, and your question?
Yeah, you mentioned about the old washing machines.
Yes.
I had two of them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but I don't have them now, but I had two of them. And if you have one, you can spare. I'll buy one from you.
Well, those are antiques, you know.
I know. If I want one.
Okay, well, if anyone has a old-fashioned clothes washer with the ringers on it, what's your number?
245.
245.
2713.
2713. So.
And you have to
This
watch
isn't
out.
the Minerbird show now. It's focused on agriculture, but we like to
but,
help our
it-
people out.
It's not good for women, though, because a lot of women get the hair caught in a roller. And I get some breadfruit, and, that used to come as big as almost as a basketball, you know.
Oh,
But
wow.
Now they're small. I don't know why. What's wrong that, it's not getting big again.
Uh-huh.
And the tree is about 60 foot high, you know.
Right, those ulu trees get real tall. You have to top them off, otherwise
Yes,
they
I
get
do
out of
that, yes.
control.
I do that. But still, the fruit is small now, and not as big as it used to be.
So,
Did
geez,
you get enough fertilizer or
do you know what variety that is?
I don't know. It's almost yellow inside.
Is it kind of a sweet tasting?
Yeah, right.
Do you have any small plants, keikis?
They come up, but they're pretty tall now, so they're not small anymore.
Oh, well, if you have a extra seedling, I'd sure like to have one.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so the number's 245-2713, right?
Right.
Okay, Kauai, and you want those washing machines, and you have the ulu trees, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anybody out there that's got one of those old washing machines, fella in Kauai at 245-2713 you'd like to buy it, right?
Right.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
thank you.
Dr. Fujii.
Thank you for calling. We have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
Yes, I'm calling from Hilo.
Okay.
Yeah, what kind of food demonstration did you for sure? Because I just came home, I just missed it.
And you, what did you want to see?
The food demonstration they were doing tonight.
Oh, you
But I
mean?
just missed it.
Oh, wow.
I just
You know,
opened my
we're on every Thursday night at 7 p.m.
Uh-huh.
on this very same channel, I think channel 54, so make sure that you watch us next Thursday evening. But we had several recipes that they prepared for us this evening. I'll just go over them real quick. They made a Ulu Stew, sauteed ulu.
Okay, yeah, okay. You know the Ulu Stew?
Uh-huh.
Can I see the recipe?
Okay, well, that's a real simple one, you know. And next time, make sure you look at, tune in at 7 p.m. now so you
Yeah.
won't miss us. There it is.
Okay, I got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thank
and
you for-
another thing,
Okay.
do they have a restaurant in Hilo?
You don't have a restaurant, right?
No.
It's at the old H. Fujii Bakery in Hakalau.
Oh, I see. Now I
Okay.
know. And they make really good food.
Yeah, they used to make good coconut pies over there.
Yeah, now I know which one is that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really good. Thank you.
Okay, well,
Bye-bye.
thank you for calling. We have another caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please?
Hello,
Hi, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pearl City.
Okay.
I didn't turn in early enough to know exactly what was going on, but I'm very curious about the Ulu Stew and whether the bakery sells the stew at the bakery or is it just baked goods?
Okay, can they make a special order for the Ulu Stew?
Sure.
Sure.
We don't know how to charge you, but sure.
Vinel says okay, and the number to call
my
is...
other question is, I did not see the entire menu, I'm sorry, ingredients for the manju.
Manju, okay. You know, this is the second time I'm showing this. People out there is going to get angry at me for putting it on again, but since you called, I'm going to put it on for
Thank
you,
you
okay?
so much.
Okay, there you go. And remember, next time, Thursday evening, 7 p.m., okay? Don't forget, Channel 54.
Thank you.
Okay, we have about another one more minute, time for another phone call. If someone wants to give us a call, the numbers are 974-7726 and 961-9046. Do we have any questions from the classroom? Oh, we have a caller. This will be, I think, our last caller. Could you let us know where you're calling from and go ahead with the question, please? Hi, where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hi, where are you calling from?
From Honolulu.
Okay, and your question?
Yeah, I seen the stew. I kind of caught the last part.
Okay.
And you see the gravy. What do you use for cook that Ulu stew?
Well, okay, since you're calling from Honolulu, I'm going to put it on for you. It's a real simple recipe with 3 ingredients, 1 large ulu, 2 to 5 pounds of stew meat, and Hawaiian salt to taste. And put it in a crock pot and leave it there for about
4 hours.
4 hours, and you're ready to go.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for calling. And I think we've just about run out of time, so I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Harold Fujii and his gang, Aaron Sugino, Vinel Sugino, Tisa Paiyomo, and Anthony Cardoza for joining us this evening. We hope that you'll join us next Thursday evening at this very same time, 7 p.m. And we're going to have Harold Fujii again, but he's going to have his students in the auto mechanics program at the Hawaii Community College, and they're going to prepare, I think, about 6 different dishes. So we hope that you'll join us next Thursday evening. This is Jack Fujii saying thank you for watching and have a good evening.